second and 7. They play. And there is Amari Cooper. His just shy of the 4. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Hey, here we go.
A first down carry by Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now second and 7. After the penalty, it's Elliott. They juked him, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. I assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Really in a hole here, third and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now Prescott.
Go get it.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Bro, hold on. Hey, bro.
Cooper was the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Jackson.
Oh!
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Bro, you know I was not supposed to go out of bounds, bro.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. And I'm gonna need this Wi-Fi to get right now.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Hey, bro, this lagging,
That's
bro.
fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Well, man. Do y'all got all them J's in the tuck? Ask Cash if they got all their J's in the tuck. Hey, man, come on. Go. Ask them if they got their J's in the tuck.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, bro. Hey, we can't play this, bro.
He will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This time, Jackson will throw it.
Oh, my God.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
He ain't moved to later. When I switch my plays, I'm hitting the break. It takes like 3 seconds for it to move down. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. See, it's taking 3 seconds to move down, bro. That's how bad this man is. I'm pressing X right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
The 20. Zeke with a shaken back. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Hey, bro.
Zeke.
Hey, bro.
Cramping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
This nigga sent a kissing emoji for.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they just stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Me too.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. Open man is the tight end.
This
and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on. Let's go.
Jackson.
Oh!
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
Oh.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Again, Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very... And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, as the first half is winding down, as they are now first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because
Give me that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Cooper was the target there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Let's go. Ain't nobody on here. Bro, I want him. Come on now. Come on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tackles.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Oh.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
You want to lead.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Yes, sir.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Come on, fat man.
Picked off at the 25.
Come on, fat man.
Room here to run. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
This boy lagging, bro.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Take your 3, fool.
Stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Take your 3, fool.
Come on. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Now Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
You're going to be at home in a minute, boy. It curfew.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing. Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
Yeah, be on here, man. Come in. Come in. I know you're here. I know you're here. Come in.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 8. 2nd down.
It's your Wi-Fi.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Nah. You count. That's why, yeah.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Come in on here if you can hear my voice.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Hey, tell Josh to go to my Facebook and click on the video and see if he can hear me.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Oh, yeah, this me.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
For real?
Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
So if we recount real quick,
you can go on my YouTube, type in my name.
Comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up. It's certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun.
I want it. Yes, sir.
This is going to be intercepted.
Yes,
picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jackson.
Oh, pick. I knew it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
That's a cheerleader.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety.
Bro, I can't run. It's lagging, bro.
You're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys.
Lagging,
let's just go ahead and
bro.
break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Oh my God.
He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On first down, Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Yeah, bro.
Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time.
Sign it out.